Great day, parents and scholars. We're continuing on our journey with area and perimeter, and also continuing to go back and revisit multiplication of 3 by 1 and 2 by 1, and also division 2 by 1 and 3 by 1. So tonight we again we have a review over everything to kind of make sure that we still remember how to multiply. The three processes in which we multiply: dividing and checking is part of the process of the division, and area and perimeter. Okay, so let's first jump in with some multiplication. So we have 367 times 7. Okay, so this is our standard algorithm. And so we're going to do that. Then we're going to walk through the process of distributive property and the area model. So first we have 7 times 7. So we're going to go down to multiples 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that gives us 49. So 9 goes here, plus 4. Next we're going to go down. We're still multiplying. You always multiply before you add. So now we're going down 6 on our multiples of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're at 42. Hold 42 in your head and add on 4. 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 6 goes here. Plus 4 goes there. Now we're going to multiply. 3 times 7, we'll go down 3. 1, 2, 3. We stop on 21. 21 in our head, we're going to add on 4. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And then we put our comma. So that's 2,569. Okay? Parents, make sure you're watching out that when the kids are doing it the 3 ways, when they get to the standard, they're just writing the answer and not the plus 4s at the top, because it will not be correct. Okay? Because this is their way of self-checking themselves to make sure their answer is correct. Okay? So now we're going to do that same problem, 367 times 7, and we're going to do that side by side with distributive property and the area model. So here's distributive property, and I'm doing 3 parentheses. Why? Scholars, tell your parents, why are we doing 3 parentheses for 367 times 7? That's exactly right, because there are 3 digits here. Okay, so the number we're multiplying by is going to go first in each set of parentheses. Okay, and then we're breaking down 367 into our expanded form that we did in Unit 1 or Module 1 at the beginning of the year. So we have 300, we have 6 tens, which is 60, and we have 7 ones. Now look very close on how we also do the area model. Okay, so we have 7 here, and then we're going to put the expanded form across the top. So we have 300 plus 60 plus 7. Okay? Now we're going to do 7 times 3. So we're going to go down 3 on our multiples. 1, 2, 3. That gives us 21. And these 2 zeros drop down in the box. 1, 2. Same goes here. 7 times 3 is that same 21. How many zeros? Is 2 of them. Plus. Okay? 7 times 6, 42. Drop that 0 down. 7 times 6, we just did it, 42. Drop that 0 down. Okay? Now we're going to go down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That gives us 49. 7 times 7, 49. Now what we're going to do with the area model, we're going to do our three lines. That helps us with our place value. Okay? And keeping things nice and neat and in order. And we're going to do the same thing to the 2100 plus 420 plus 49. So I have my 2100, my 420, and my 49. And we're going to add that, and we have 9, and 4 plus 2 is 6, 4 plus 1 is 5, and then we have 2. 2,569. Okay? And that's what we also got on our previous problem. Now, parents may ask, Ms. Perry, is all of that necessary? It is, absolutely. And the reason why is they're tested in different ways. So, for example, with the area model, they may have it where everything is filled out except for this. And they have to know the expanded form, what goes here, and then be able to multiply and have that answer there. Okay? Same thing with distributive property. They'll give this and they'll say which equation is equivalent to 367 times 7. So they'll have it this way. They'll have it plus is all over. They have multiplication all over with different things. So they have to know that is the number they're multiplying times, each value of it. Okay? So it is necessary. It is necessary. Okay, so we did our multiplication. Now let me review our division. I wish I left my multiples up there. We're moving into sevens, and some of us are just running through them, and I am so happy. And some of us, we're having a little slow start with them, with our sevens, but we're getting there. And so we're going to do 7, and we want to divide 7 into 805. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to say we cannot pass 8 on our multiples. So where can we go without going over? We got to get as closest to 8 without going over. The closest I can get is 7. How many multiples did we go down? Only 1. So 1 goes up top. Now, this 8 and the number with the dot, are these the same number? No, they're not. So we have to subtract them. And we have 1 here. And then we draw an arrow here. And now we have 10. Okay? Now we're going to say the same thing. We're going to start over. We cannot pass 10 on our multiples. So where can I go to get close to 10 without going over 10? That's 7 again. So how many multiples did we go down? We went down 1. Is the 10 and the digit with the dot the same number? It is not, so we subtract. Good job. That gives us 3. Now we're at 35. We cannot pass 35. We have to get close to it without going over. We can actually get exactly on 35. How many did we go down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went down 5 multiples. So we have 35, and the number with the dot is 35. Are they the same number? Yes, so we leave them alone. Okay, there's no other number in the box, so we're done. So our quotient, or our answer, is 115. Okay? And so when I was saying earlier, check, that is part of division. That is part of the equation. Do not miss this. Because basically this lets you know if your answer is right before you even turn it in. You already know. You already know that you're right or wrong with this. Okay? 5 times 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 35. So 5 goes here. Plus 3. Remember, multiply before you add. So 1 times 7 is 7 plus 3. So 7, 8, 9, 10. So 0 here. Plus 1 goes over here with the 100 spot. So we're going to multiply before we add. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 1 is 8. 805, that's what we had in the beginning in our dividend inside of our area box. So that lets us know that 115 as our quotient is correct. Okay? And so that's our practice with division. Now we're going to area and perimeter. And first we're going to start here with the rectangle. We've talked about how a rectangle is a quadrilateral. It has 4 sides. We talked about the opposite sides are congruent. That means they're the same. We talked about it has 4 right angles. They're also called perpendicular because they form what? Right angles, 90-degree angles. Okay? And they're parallel. That means the top and bottom are never going to touch. And so are the sides on a rectangle. They're never going to touch. So it has 2 pair of parallel lines. But here we're focusing on area and perimeter. And the formula for perimeter is side plus side plus side plus side. That means you're adding up all the sides, or perimeter equals length plus width plus width. And some of my advanced students, we even did the formula 2 times length plus 2 times width. Okay? So in other words, you're still adding up what? All the sides. You're adding up all the sides. And we know area, let me put it up top. And we know area is length, which is the long side, times the width, which is how wide or how short the other side is. Okay, so I want to give this one 12, and I want to give this one 7, and I'm going to ask the scholars to find the perimeter. So the first thing I want them to do is to draw the rectangle. It's either going to be a rectangle or a square. Most times a rectangle, but it is always going to be a square in there. But most times it's going to be a rectangle, and it'll be stated like a rectangular frame, a rectangular rug. It'll basically tell you what shape that you need to draw. So the first thing we're going to do, we need to label our work. So if the top is congruent to the bottom, if the top is 12, that means the bottom is also 12. If this side is 7, that means the opposite side is also congruent, it's 7 as well. Okay? Now, perimeter, you're going to add up all the sides. There are 2 ways to do this. Well, actually 3. But I'm going to stick with 2 because I was trying to get them to multiply, but some of them are getting that mixed up with area, so I'm not going to say that. Some of us that multiply and have it, they know what to do. And everyone else, this is the way we're going to do it because we don't want to get mixed up. So some can do 12 plus 12 and 7 plus 7. So we know 12 plus 12, that's 24. 7 plus 7 is 14. And we're going to add these 2 together to find out the perimeter all the way around. So we have, 24 plus 14. 4 plus 4 is 8. 2 plus 1 is 3. So we have 38. Our perimeter is 38. Or some do this, and this is totally fine. 12, they do these 2 along in the short side. Okay, that's 19. And then look, so you don't have to do 12 plus 7 again. You already know that it's 19, and you're going to do that twice. 9 plus 9 is 18. 1, 2, 3, 38. Either way, you're still getting the perimeter of 38. Perimeter, you're adding up all the sides. That's it. Add up all the sides. So our perimeter for this one is 38. Okay? Now we're looking for area. Area is length times width. That's a long side times a short side. Okay? So let me do my formula. Area goes on the inside. We don't know what the area is. That's what we're finding. So we're going to keep with our A because that's what's unknown so far. Our length or our long side is 12. Our width or how wide or how short it is 7. And so what is 12 times 7? Area equals 84. Because 12 times 7 is 84. Okay? And there you go with that. So that's the area and perimeter of this rectangle. Okay? So now let's go to, and I'm going to do, and with this type of problem, I want them to find the width. How wide is this shape? So it's not asking for area because it's giving us area. Remember, area goes on the inside. It gave us area. We know the length or how long the top and bottom is. We just don't know what the side is. So this is how you work it out when they give you the area in one of the sides. Okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do my multiples of 8. And I'm going to stop when I get to 56. Because we all know area equals length times width. So we know we're multiplying 8 times some number, and that's going to give us 56. That's why we're doing our multiples of 8, because we know 8 times something has to give us 56. Okay? So we have 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56, 64, 72, 80, 88, 96. Okay? Or we really could have just stopped at our 56. And how many did we go down? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that means this is 7. So the missing side is 7. Okay? We can verify that because the error is 56. The long side was 8. So 8 times what number gives us 56? And we know that's 7 because we did our multiples. Okay? Okay? So you have several problems to practice tonight to keep in that review, solidifying your fluency with multiplication, with division, and also area and perimeter. See you tomorrow.